The Lions are going to beat the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. The Eagles fought a 4-5 in the NFC Championship game, losing against Dan Campbell, who was an interim coach with Miami before he became a head coach with Detroit. The Super Bowl is at New Orleans. We will see a three-peat this year. The Super Bowl is at New Orleans. Nobody wants to see Chiefs against Eagles because we already know the Eagles are worthless. We want to see how the Lions do against the Chiefs. It is Jared Goff that is going to give the Eagles a 4-5 record in the NFC Championship game. Eagles is gematria of 4 victories in 9 NFC Championship games. That's kind of like 49ers winning last year's NFC. New Orleans, Louisiana is gematria of 49, so 4 NFC title wins in 9 games. We look at it from that lens, from that perspective. And for the Lions, they will be 1-2 in the NFC Championship game. The next Super Bowl at New Orleans, 12 years later into the future. 1-2 in the NFC Championship game, and Tom Brady's calling the game in the booth, and he made his NFL debut against the Detroit Lions. It wasn't his first start. He came in for Drew Bledsoe against the Jets, but he made a prior appearance against the Lions. So that's the Tom Brady spin there with the Lions. The Lions' 17th win against the Eagles. He's born on the 17th day of the month. We're talking about Patrick Mahomes. Let's see the record at Detroit. Jalen Hurts playing for the chance at Louisiana, but he's not going to make it there. It's going to be Dan Campbell that will make it to Louisiana. It's going to be Jared Goff, gematria 38, that's going to make it to Louisiana. The Lions will improve to 7-9 against the Eagles in games at Detroit to win a championship game. It is champion, that's gematria 79. Dan Campbell played for the Giants. Giants against Eagles is how we look at this. The connection to Jared Goff, I think, has to do with the draft in 2016. The first pick was Jared Goff. The Eagles had the second pick. Yeah, that's what I like about Jared Goff and the Eagles. Dan Campbell was the 79th overall pick. The Lions improved to 7-9 against the Eagles all-time in games played at Detroit. Do they have any game logs that go back decades? They do. It doesn't have his stats. Campbell had 91 receptions in his career. The Chiefs started 91 this year. Detroit's Camacho 91. Dan Campbell's playoff record improves to 4-1 to win 4 out of 5 playoff games before making it to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl in reverse is Camacho 4 title victories and 9 NFC Championship games if you are the Eagles. Now, Nick Sirianni's playoff record, we have to break down too. He improves to 3-3, but he improves to 4-3, but then he falls to 4-4. It is Superdome, that's Camacho 44. Three-peat is 44, and Champions is Camacho 44. So the Eagles are not going to have home field. They're going to be playing in the wild card round against the 7th seed, whoever that may be. You'll have a 3-3 record in the playoffs when he does. Some possibilities in the wild card round. Let's say if the Cardinals fail to win the division, they're a 7th seed. Kyler Murray's Camacho 33, and Sam Darnold's Camacho 33. So, do we see Vikings in there against Eagles? Well, it's very unlikely right now as it is. But that 3-3 is going to definitely hit for sure. Whoever that 7th seed may be, Washington or Arizona or maybe even Tampa Bay.